He's on already. Oh my God, dude. Oh yes. Get him out in the open. Get him out in the open. And we're hooked up, baby. Woohoo! Let's go. You guys got filler crabs? Nope. What is up, guys, and thanks for tuning in to VitaminDee TV. I'm VitaminDee, and today we're here at Pensacola Beach. So as you can see, I got little Sabine behind me, and we're here at this kayak launch. So I told you guys we were going to be doing a lot more hot drops in the kayak, and today is the day that we put in here at Little Sabine and work our way over to Bob Sykes Bridge. Today we're going to be targeting sheepshead, and I am super excited because the sheepshead bite is absolutely on fire right now. We stopped at a couple local bait and tackle shops looking for some fiddler crabs, but it seems that everybody's out of them. That type of thing happens whenever the sheepshead bite is on fire. Everybody gets out and gets those fiddler crabs and tries to go and limit out. Today we'll be using dead shrimp, hoping that those fish will still chew on those dead shrimp. I'm pretty sure they will. So if you guys got time, sit down, grab yourself something to drink, and let's go fishing. Let's go. All right, guys, we are all loaded up. Got little Sabine right here in our distance, and we're gonna be heading up this way, out the channel, and fishing Bob Sykes. Let's go. Ow! Try not to get too wet by this paddle, as it is 32 degrees, and it is freezing. All right, guys, good morning. We are on the water, making our way over to Bob Sykes. Let me just go over the conditions for you guys. We got clear bluebird skies today. The wind's going to be blowing at 5 to 10 knots. The seas are 1 foot or less. So really calm conditions. The only problem is it's 32 degrees right now, and it is very cold. But don't worry, I layered up, and I think I should be good. Especially with the sun coming out, it should warm up pretty quick. Let's get to where we're going, and then we'll talk about the tackle setup. All right, sitting here going through some comments on the way out. I just want to shout out some people. We haven't done that in a while, and I really think you guys get a kick out of it. So let me just go ahead and shout out a few people real quick, and we'll get back to fishing. So first of all, Jeffrey Wooden, thanks for the nice comment, brother. I missed you guys as well, and hats will be available soon. I'm doing things one thing at a time, and yeah, so in time, brother, they're coming. Butch Lewis, thanks for the comment. I appreciate you, bro. I missed you too. Stephen King, Nils Larson, Comfortably Numb, thanks for being a loyal subscriber, bro. I always see you in the comment section. I appreciate you. Caleb Roberts, Rig Hart. Let's see who else we got. Hey, shout out to everybody who participated in the poll. I asked you guys if you like longer detailed adventures, my longer footage, or do you like short and to the point footage. 75% of you guys said you like my longer content, where I show you guys the full adventure and I break down every little thing that I'm doing on how I'm getting on these fish out here. And I'm just trying to teach you guys as much as I can. So shout out to you guys for actually liking the longer style format. Lee Rexroad, Bob Trombley, Chris Bridgman, Melvin Langford, Mike Dwyer, Thinister, and shout out to the people who's been asking where I've been. I am gonna make a video covering where I have been and why I took a hiatus. but I feel like it was very necessary, and I just had to get my head back right. But we will be doing a video soon explaining what all I went through and why we went on that little hiatus. But check us out. We're pulling up on the bridge now. This is Bob Sykes Bridge, the toll bridge where you pay your toll to get on Pensacola Beach. The sheepshead are all over this thing. I'm so excited I can't even speak. I can't breathe, and it's cold. Let's get fishing. Wow. All right, guys, we're just a few yards off of the bridge, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my rig. This is my lighter setup. This is a Penn Battle 2. It's a 3000 series reel on a Penn Battle 3 rod, and that rod is in 7-foot medium heavy, and it's fast action. And I believe this is 15-pound Power Pro, and what we have is a 15-pound fluorocarbon P-line leader tied with a uni knot. And right here, this rig right here is a bird of prey sheepshead jig. Now, the interesting thing is we visited a couple of bait shops and nobody had fiddler crabs because the sheepshead bite has been so hot that everybody's bought all the fiddler crabs. And then we had some cold snaps come through, and so the fiddler crabs go in their holes and they stay deep inside of their holes and you can't catch them. So we're going to be using these guys. Hopefully these shrimp will work, and I'm pretty sure they will because the bite has been just that fire. So I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna put one of these shrimp on our bird of prey jig head, and we're gonna lower that guy down and see if we can't get hooked up. Pulling up on our first set of pilings right here. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up, and we're just gonna drop that guy right next to this piling right here. From what I've seen, these sheeps have been hanging out closer to the bottom. We got a little bit of current. Come on off of there. Oh, did I get 8? These shrimp are really brittle. Put a little water in there, see if that helps them thaw out any. Those guys are still frozen and it's 32 degrees, so. Typically I would get up and get on these pilings and stand up there and fish. Be a lot less hassle, but I don't have any rope to tie my kayak off on, so we'll just bounce from piling to piling without getting too crazy. So first thing I'm gonna do is check out the bottom, and we're only in 19 foot where we're at right now. If we can't get them on the bottom, then we'll bring it up some and just try out different water columns and different depths. Water temp's at 49.4 degrees. That's the surface temperature. All right, no action on this piling. Let's move to the next. All right, no luck here either, so we're gonna go ahead and move again. He's got him a sheep. Nice. Guy over here is catching fish. Maybe they're stacked up over here. He just pulled up a sheep's head. Hey, sometimes you gotta use other people's, you know, let them find the fish and then you can pull up and also find the fish. I just got here, literally. Let's see if we can't get on them ourselves. This guy is absolutely destroying the sheep's head. Like destroying them. And I'm trying to get on some of that. Like he is destroying the sheeps. Nobody had them.
Oh yeah, you gotta go to Alabama. Most of the guys over here, Outcast sometimes have them.
They didn't have them. No. Nobody had those either. Huh. Well, that is something incredible. Check this guy out, guys. Something I've never caught on the channel. These guys are actually an endangered species. See if I can get them and show them to you guys. Ooh, feisty. All right, guys, this is a stone crab. Now these guys are an endangered species. They're on the endangered species list, and they are so endangered that you can only keep one of their claws. As you can see, he's got one big claw and he's got a small claw, and typically in order to harvest them you can only keep one claw. Okay, that's when they're in season, and I believe that claw has to be a certain size. I'm not gonna tell you guys a lie and tell you how big that claw has to be, but I believe it has to be a certain size for you to even keep that one claw. So after you remove that one claw on this stone crab, you have to let this crab go. You have to let him back into the water, and you cannot harvest that whole crab. The claws are very expensive. If you go out and you go to the seafood market and you get you a dozen or so of these claws, have your crab claw dinner. These stone crab claws are very expensive, and they're quite delicious. But like I said, these guys are endangered and they're very protected. So if you get caught with these guys and you're harvesting the entire crab, or you're keeping more than one claw off of them, you will probably see a hefty fine if you get stopped by the game warden. These crabs will actually do okay after you remove one of those claws, and they can survive with just one claw. But this guy is really strong. I thought this was an interesting catch, and I wanted to show him to you guys. I'm gonna let this guy go. It's probably somewhere around the structure of this bridge where I caught him at. Let him get back home and let him thrive. He's got both claws, so nobody's taken one of his claws yet, but I'm gonna get him back. We'll get back to fishing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna let this guy go. Woohoo, look at him. That's awesome. All right, guys, we're back under the bridge. We're gonna release this guy back down, all right? See you later, buddy. There he goes. Ow! Oh yeah, he caught one? Nice. So I just chummed up a bunch of barnacles and stuff for these guys, and they actually just caught a sheep's head, so that's awesome that worked. I don't know if I have the right bait for them. These guys are using ghost shrimp, which is probably a little bit more primo bait for these sheep's head right now. My bait of choice would have been fiddler crabs, but we'll drop our dead shrimp down there and see if we can't get one to eat. Let's go. Stuff right there, baby. Oh my God. Something had it. A little bit promising. Crack another one of these guys open. Oh yeah, look at that deliciousness. There we go, baby. All right, guys, sometimes you just have to resort to plan B. This is plan B. These are oysters that I've scraped off the side there, off the side of the pilings. I've used them before once or twice. One thing I do know is that black drum love them, and I'm hoping the sheep's head do too. Let's see if we can get down there and get us one. Now when you're fishing with these oysters, guys, you got to be really careful with it, because the wrong move will cause that bait to come off of that hook. That bait is really delicate. So I'm fishing with my finger on the line, just trying to feel any type of subtle fish bite. I'm just hoping that something will pick that guy up. Did it get me already? Got me already. Jeez. That's one thing about those oysters. They're so delicate that they can just suck them right off of that hook. All right, let's go back down. Oh my God, we're finally on. We are finally on, boys. Finally! Are you kidding me? Dude, that took all day. And a nice sheep's head. That took all day. Come here, baby. 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 Guys, I've been out here since 8:15. It is now 12 o'clock on the dot, and I'm just getting my first sheep's head. I scraped, I changed up baits. Instead of using the shrimp that I had, I started using oysters off the side of the piling. I scraped some more. Everybody around me is catching fish, and I was patient. Luckily enough, the scraping paid off, and we finally got one. Let me get him unhooked, and I'll show you guys this fish. As you can see, I got that guy right in the lip, right in the corner of the mouth. Perfect hook set. As you guys can see, these fish have some of the gnarliest teeth. These guys chew on barnacles and crustaceans. A very interesting fish, but they sure are tasty. All right, guys, there we go. A nice stud of a sheep's head. That fish will go all of 19 or 20 inches, and the size regulation for them is 12 inches in Florida. Typically, I don't keep fish, but today I'm gonna keep this fish because I told my daughter I would catch a big fish for her and then let her take a picture and she could show it off to her friends at school. So we'll take this guy home, we'll harvest it, and we will eat this fish and enjoy it. Thank you so much, Mr. Sheepshead, and I appreciate you. Let's get this guy in the fish bag. We'll get back to fishing. Maybe we'll catch another one, maybe we won't. I'm excited, I'm thrilled to catch him. Let's go. Yeah, the Calcutta bag. I found that bag. One in the bag, let's go. Did y'all get any while I was gone? You said they didn't bite? Dude, I chummed them up pretty good, and then that's when I got that one. Yeah, I'm using the oyster. Got them fired up right in this area, guys, because that's where I did all my scraping. So, see if we can't pull another one out of here. That bite was so sensitive. It didn't even feel like I was getting a bite. I just felt something kind of pecking away at it, but it wasn't a thump. It's very light taps. And so I just lift up real slow because I've got a circle hook on. And I almost feel like I got another one on. There we go. Get out of there. 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 Oh, he's got me on the piling. He's got me on the piling. He's got me on the piling. He's got me wrapped up. He's got me wrapped up. Oh, he broke me. Dang it. No, he didn't break me, but he got off. He had me in there, dude. In there. But that was insta-chew. That was insta-chew. Let's get back in there. I think they're all down there feeding right now on the oysters. That's what happens when you fish around heavy structure. Hard to manipulate those fish. You can try to free line and see if they'll swim back the other way out of that structure, but it doesn't always work. This time I'm not playing with them. I'm not being nice to them this time. All right, guys, going back down. It was insta-chew last time. Let's see how long it takes this time. Insta-chew. Let's go. Put me in the game, coach. I feel like he's on already. Oh no, he got my bait that quick. All right, guys, got a fresh oyster going down. Getting towards the end of the day for me, but hoping to get at least one last sheep's head. He's on already. Oh my God, dude. Oh yes. Get him out in the open. Get him out in the open. And we're hooked up, baby. Woohoo! Let's go. Another good sheep's head. This guy's fighting. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Drop that oyster down, man, and it's like, it's instant. Let's get our net and get that fish in the net. Let's go. Fish number 2, and I think that's gonna do it for us, guys. Let's get this fish unhooked. I'll show him to you, and we'll hit the highway. Yes. All right, got that guy hooked right in the corner of the mouth, just like the last one. I dropped that fresh oyster down there, and that guy ate it immediately. Heck yeah. Hey, can I just take a second to thank the person who provided me with this net? All right, I forgot my net last night, and somebody just so happened to have one, and provided me with this net that they just randomly had. This person doesn't even fish. You know who you are. SOS, weirdo. All right, back to the fish. All right, sorry to get all mushy on y'all, but gotta give shout outs where shout outs are due. Another nice sheep's head. Let me get my big head out the way. Another nice sheep's head. This guy's gonna go about 18, maybe 19. He's close to the same size as the last one. Let's get him in the bag. That's 2 fish, 2 nice sheep's head. Stacking them up, baby. Woohoo! All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us today on today's trip. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed today's footage. All right, we got out there in those freezing temps. It was a little bit cold, I'm not gonna lie, but we tried to go and get some fiddler crabs. None of the bait stores seemed to have them, so we got out and we were gonna use some frozen shrimp. Those aren't the best baits, and unfortunately we didn't catch anything on those, so we had to resort to plan B and use some of those oysters that we were scraping off the side of the pilings. Those sheep's heads seem to love them, and we caught us a couple sheep's head for dinner tonight. So I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. If this is your first time on the channel, check out some of my old stuff and consider hitting that subscribe button. We're gonna be doing more of these hot drops in the kayak, and I might be fishing in your backyard. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below and tell me what you thought of today's episode, and I'll be sure to like and reply to your comment. All right, guys? We'll see you in the comments section. We'll see you in that next video. I'm VitaminDee for VitaminDee TV. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace. Yep. That just happened. Probably the most embarrassing thing I've done while out fishing. Yeah, it's kind of tight around my neck. Apparently there's a handle that you pull if you fall into the water and it doesn't auto deploy. Well, that just got caught on something and snagged and it pulled, and then this happened. Well, I'm gonna get back to the launch and get this thing off. Man. Jeez. What the heck, dude? How do you deflate this thing? What the heck? Can't even go fishing. What a day.